This week, Coinbase didn't just ship a product update, they shipped a vision. Stocks, crypto, prediction markets, perpetual futures, tokenized assets, AI advisors, on-chain social media, and global payments, all inside one app. Guys, if you thought Coinbase was just a crypto exchange, this system update makes one thing very clear. Coinbase is positioning itself as the everything exchange, and this may be one of the most important moments in financial history since online banking. Today, we are going to be breaking down everything Coinbase announced yesterday at their system update event, what it actually means, and why this could completely change how money works going into 2026 and beyond. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome back to Ledger Prime, where we break down what is actually happening in crypto and finance without the hype and without the noise. If you want to stay ahead of institutional money, platform shifts, and the future of investing, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you can keep updated every time we post something. Now let's get into it. All right, guys, Coinbase just pivoted, right? They want to become the everything exchange. Started off as crypto, now it's everything, right? It is everything. And for the last 13 years, Coinbase has quietly been building towards goal. I didn't really see this coming. I kind of saw it coming, but not to the extent that they announced yesterday, right? Coinbase wants to be a financial system that is always on, global, capital efficient, and accessible to everyone. And the system update, right, what they announced at system update, makes that strategy obvious. Coinbase is no longer competing with just Binance and Kraken. They are now going head to head with players like Robinhood, Fidelity, Interactive Brokers, PayPal, Stripe, even the banks themselves. I mean, come on. Who else do they want to fight with? It's like, oh yeah, Capital One, boom, knock them down. Fidelity, boom, knock them down. Robinhood, bring it on. Coinbase is not backing down. Like, what they announced is absolutely insane. They are going head to head with all the big players in every single market. So here's what Coinbase is actually saying, right? Kind of what I took away from this is, why should finance be fragmented at all? Why do we need to go here for this and over here for this? And I'm going to have an account over here for that. My crypto, my banking, my investments, right? And that philosophy that Coinbase is now employing drives every announcement that came out of their conference yesterday. Okay? First, stock trading is going to be coming to Coinbase. This, guys, is massive. Coinbase is going to be officially rolling out stock and ETF trading directly inside the main Coinbase app for US users. That means we can buy stocks, sell stocks, and hold stocks right next to my Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, all under one account, funded with USD or USDC. And here's the killer feature, right? No commissions. 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. No more waiting for the opening bell. No more reacting to late earnings or macro news. And Coinbase made something very clear. This is just step one. According to the live stream yesterday, they plan to add thousands of stocks. And early next year, they are going to expand stock perpetuals globally, giving non-US traders 24/7 exposure to US equities. Guys, we said it was coming. The tokenization of stocks is coming. Coinbase just announced it, like, legit. It's here. It is going to be here. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because their long-term vision that the CEO talked about is even bigger. They are revolutionizing this entire industry. They said, if the future, and this is a quote, right? This is a quote from the live stream yesterday. If the future of finance is on-chain, the future of stocks is on-chain too. And that's why they announced Coinbase Tokenized. an institutional platform for tokenized real world assets. Eventually, right? This is what they see happening. Stocks will trade 24/7. Stocks can move globally. Stocks can be used on chain. Stocks can also become programmable. That's a huge key right there. And this is traditional finance quietly becoming DeFi. So once they got done talking about stocks, they moved into prediction markets. And prediction markets are on fire right now, right? So prediction markets, they say, are going mainstream because Coinbase is rolling out access to prediction markets in the US, and it's going to be powered initially by Kalshi. And this is also going to be directly in the Coinbase app. They're putting it all in one app. So users will be able to trade outcomes on elections, sports, economic data, cultural events, right? And you're going to see these positions sitting right next to your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, and your Nvidia and your Tesla, right? You're going to see your crypto, your stocks, and your positions in the prediction markets. You can enter these trades with as little as $1 using USD or USDC. This matters, right? This matters because prediction markets are one of the most accurate forecasting tools ever created. It's not just a fun way to bet. They are surprisingly accurate. They are often more accurate than polls or analysts because they're basically polling the masses and collecting real money. And when real money is involved, the accuracy just gets insanely accurate, for lack of a better word. It becomes a pure expression of market belief. And Coinbase, integrating this directly into its platform, is a huge signal. Markets aren't just for assets anymore. They're for information itself, right? So think of it like this. Crypto, it's an asset, right? You're buying tokens or coins on a network. Stocks, they're assets. You're buying pieces of a company. Prediction markets, you're basically just buying and betting on information. And there's a whole market and real money around that is going to explode. And Coinbase sees it, and they are getting in front of it. Next, after the prediction markets, they moved into futures and perps, simplified for everyone. So Coinbase has offered derivatives for years, but mostly through Coinbase Advanced. But now they are bringing futures, perpetual futures, and leverage directly into the main Coinbase app with a very simple interface, which means they are lowering the barrier to entry, easier access, less friction, more capital efficiency for both crypto and commodities. And this is a big deal because derivatives are where volume lives. It's where institutions trade and serious money flows, the derivatives market. That is the place to be. And Coinbase, through this update, and it's not even an update, it's a transformation, but they are democratizing access to tools that used to be reserved for professionals. Next, Coinbase moved into their partnership with Solana DEX trading, millions of tokens. And this is going to excite on-chain traders, right? Coinbase is integrating Solana DEX trading directly into the app. Through a partnership with Jupiter, users will be able to trade Solana tokens from the moment they launch without leaving Coinbase, which means millions of assets, instant access, no separate wallets, no weird browser extensions, which will turn Coinbase into a true on-chain gateway, not just a centralized exchange. And with Base plus Solana, both will live inside the app. Coinbase, it just massively expanded the universe of tradable assets. Then, during the live stream, they talked about Coinbase Business. I mean, it just kept coming. Coinbase Business, which is crypto for companies. So they announced the launch of Coinbase Business now live in US and Singapore. This is an all-in-one financial platform for startups, small businesses, global companies. That includes features such as global payments, invoicing. So we're not just sending money, right? Because when you're talking businesses, they need audit trails. They need to know who got what time, when it was paid, all that. So they have global payments and an invoicing feature. So you have that ability for your accounting and your accounts receivable and payable to track the payments. There's USDC rewards, asset management, automated workflows, and soon crypto trading, stock trading, token swaps, all regulated Coinbase infrastructure. This is Coinbase quietly becoming a crypto native bank for business. I don't even know. It's just Matt. Like there was so much announced here. I just need to see. I'm just going to tell you what they said, and we need to see how this plays out and really think about impact later on. But let's move on because the next thing that they announced was Coinbase Advisor, which is AI finance tool. And this was probably one of the most underrated announcements, but could be one of the biggest, which I said was Coinbase Advisor, an AI powered financial assistant right inside the app. So users could say things like, hey, build me a portfolio. What's happening in markets today? How does this news affect my holdings? And the AI responds with actionable recommendations powered by Coinbase's own data and tools, right? And if we think back to a couple of my other videos, I think it was on Hedera and the hash graph and AI auditing, and logging that on the hash graph with an audit trail. This is where it becomes insanely important. If you have AI inside an app making financial actionable recommendations and something goes wrong, or maybe something goes right, you need an audit trail on every single request and how AI came up with the answer and what data it used. So this is where we see everything merging together with Coinbase AI making financial recommendations. And I'm not saying it's integrated with Hedera. I don't know for sure, but something like Solana or Hedera or somewhere where that is being time stamped, right? And encoded and encrypted on the graph, on the chain, for that AI interaction to know where it got its data and why it told the person what it told them. Okay, so that is how all this is connecting together into this ecosystem of AI, of finance, of audit trails on blockchain, and all of this is coming together. It's crazy, right? So that AI responds and is powered by Coinbase's own data and tools. It's massive. It's massive because the future of finance isn't just access anymore. It is now guidance as well, and at scale, which means high quality financial advice is becoming software. No more calling up your advisor, hey, what's the latest stock tip? No. Ask your AI model that knows everything that's going on and is probably smarter than your financial advisor. And they will tell you it is software. Guys, that is not it. This live stream went forever, and the next thing they covered is the base app, which is on-chain everything, right? It is now live. They announced now live in 140 countries. This is Coinbase's vision, right? This app, it's their vision for on-chain social, on-chain trading, on-chain payments, on-chain earning. And the content in this context is going to be tokenized, tradable, and owned by creators. Your posts, your social media posts can become assets. Your attention can earn value, and your social graph becomes financial. You scrolling could turn into earning. That is their vision. And at the center of it all is what they call the discovery feed, which is content, coins, creators, traders, all connected by Base. It's not just an app. Coinbase is betting that the future internet is going to be financial by default. So now the takeaway of the whole thing, guys, I'm going to post a link to a replay of the live stream. You have to watch it all. Go watch it all. If you're putting real money, go watch the live stream and listen to them. It was fascinating. Okay? But why does all of this matter? Because the update that Coinbase told us about wasn't just about features, right? It's like, oh, you can click here. No, it was about direction and what they're building and what they see the future turning into, which is one account that has every asset for every market, for every user. We're talking crypto, stocks, predictions, payments, AI, and social, all converging together. And this, my friends, is what mass adoption actually looks like. The system isn't crashing, it's updating. And Coinbase wants to be the operating system for global finance. So if you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe, like this video, drop me a comment, and let me know which announcement and which feature you think matters most to you or will have the biggest impact. And guys, thanks for watching Ledger Prime. Remember, we're talking the world of crypto. It's highly volatile. It moves fast. So we need to stay focused and lock in because the world is about to be tokenized.